Hi YouTube, my name is Penny, I am Weird Girl Vintage, and today I wanted to share with you a Goodwill outlet haul. So if you're just joining me, I have been selling on Poshmark and eBay for the last 10 months, 10 or 11. It's been a while. Yeah, so I just got back from New York. It was a really awesome trip. We went to the Goodwill outlet there. It's a lot different. If you're in the area, definitely check it out. But from what we heard from talking to people there, it sounds like they don't rotate as frequently as we're used to, so about every 2 hours. But yeah, so it was pretty cool. We found a couple cool things there, but mostly this week I've just been listing like crazy. We kind of had a crazy death pile to get through, so in the last 4 days I listed about 177 items, so that was pretty awesome. But yeah, it was nice to go back to the outlet. I haven't been there in a little while because, you know, we were out of town and I was listing a bunch. Anyways, let's get started. So today I got about 38 pounds of clothing, and I think I spent somewhere around like $56, something like that. And that was for everything that you're going to see and probably more, because I'm not going to show you everything because there's a lot, so just highlights. But I am going to kind of do it in an order today. I'm going to do Poshmark type stuff, like modern stuff first, and then I'll go into the vintage because there's a lot of vintage, so yeah. So first up is this cachet beige romper with like these gold embellishments. You can see it there. So it's got shorts on the bottom. Someone else listed it online as like safari style, so I kind of like that description. But yeah, it's really cool. These seem to sell pretty frequently, and that one I'm going to list for $24.99 on both eBay and Poshmark. So next one, I found a lot of Lucky Brand stuff today. This one is a size medium, and it's this like very cute boho style shift dress, and it's white with this kind of maroon floral embroidery. And that one I'm gonna list for $34 on Poshmark. Next one is another Lucky Brand one. There's the tag. There's the tag, and that's a size medium as well. A lot of size medium stuff. And this is basically a gray hoodie with sequins on the front and kind of the back, the sleeves, so really fun embellishments there. That one I'm gonna list for $16 on Poshmark, so nothing crazy, but you know, small sales are always still sales. This I think is the only Disney thing I found today, which is kind of a bummer, but I found a lot of vintage, so it's okay. And it's a Walt Disney World tag scarf. So it's got Mickey Mouse kind of patchwork on the front, and then on the back it's just plain plaid. I am going to list it for $24.99. It's super cute, and we're getting to that time of the year where people are going to be, you know, dressing up for the holidays and the parties and stuff that they do at Disney. So next I was really excited about this one, just because, you know, nostalgia. So it's a Kelly Clarkson Breakaway Tour 2005 shirt. Super fun. These do seem to sell a lot lately, probably because she's kind of had a resurgence with her show and everything. So I'm going to list it for $14.99. Nothing crazy, but she's definitely popular right now, so I think it'll sell pretty fast. Another brand I've been grabbing a lot of lately is Chico's. So this one's a size 1, which is a medium or 8. Yeah, so there's one snap in the front. So it's basically this like sequined kind of lightweight blazer, I want to say. But yeah, it's really cool. Very, very shiny, obviously. Definitely catches the light. I really like the color of it. It's almost kind of like almost like a rose gold color with the sequins. But yeah, really cool. Super nice. As soon as I saw the sequins, I wanted to get it, and then I saw it was Chico's, and I was like, perfect. Because Chico's tends to sell pretty quickly. So that one I'm going to list for $32. So next thing, I saw the tag, and it looked really pretty, so I looked it up. And it's Geode, and this is a brand with ModCloth. So if you don't already look for ModCloth brands, I mean, it's hard to learn ModCloth brands. It's like trying to learn Urban Outfitters or Anthropologie brands. But if you look it up and it says ModCloth, it's worth grabbing because people really, really like ModCloth. But it's this really pretty blue flowy dress. It's got like a cool neckline in the front. I can't really show you the whole thing because it's so long, but I guess I can, just sideways. But yeah, it's super pretty. I like it a lot. It's in great condition. And that is a size large. So that one I'm going to be listing for $30 on Poshmark. So moving along, we are now in Vintage Town. Very exciting. So this one is probably one of my favorite things I found today. It is a vintage, you can't see me. This is a vintage Dana Scott ugly Christmas sweater. It even has a Santa pin on it, so that's super cute. You can look at the Santa. There he is. But yeah, so it's got like ornaments. It's kind of sparkly gold and red and black. So super cool. I like that a lot. That one I'm gonna list for $25.99. And it comes with a free Santa pin, so how can you say no? The next piece is also one of my favorite pieces that I got today, and this is a vintage Bradley, super old looking tag, and it's a cardigan, but it's this like pale yellow long sleeve cardigan sweater with these wooden looking buttons that may be real wood. And there is the back. It's super nice, really good condition. I don't see any stains or anything, which of course I'll double check. I guess there's a couple like light marks. But it feels super nice. It's so vintage and so like cute. I like it a lot. Very like Easter yellow. Next one is this big fuzzy textured sweater, which is really cozy feeling. I haven't worn it, but it feels like it would be incredibly comfortable. But the brand on that one is Sea Island, and that's a size XXL. But yeah, super cool and textured. So I'm gonna list that one for $29.99. Next up is I think vintage, but maybe early 2000s, Gear for Sports, size large, University of California, Berkeley sweater. So you see Berkeley, what's up? It's one of the colleges many people from my high school went to because I was in California, kind of like, I think I was like a couple hours from Berkeley. But yeah. It's super cool. Berkeley's definitely like a popular school, or maybe I'm just biased because I know a lot of people that went there. But yeah, I feel like it'll sell pretty quickly. I'm gonna list it for $44.99. We'll see. Next up is one of my favorite brands, and Connor actually found this one for me, and it is a Lawrence Kazar, size 2X. It's another vintage beaded and sequined blouse. Super nice scalloped sleeves there. I just think it's super pretty because it's got the floral design on it and everything. But yeah, so it stood out even more than the ones that we usually grab because of the floral design. So super cool. We're gonna list that one for $44.99. So next I have 3 vintage dresses that are kind of similar. Well, one of them is a robe. So first up we have vintage apple robe, and it's this floral kind of robe, house dress type thing. You can see the whole thing sideways there. But yeah, so it looks really cozy. It's got kind of buttons up here at the top. Little buttons there. But this is a brand that definitely I was able to find some comps for, which is always great. And I'm going to list that one for $49.99. So pretty good. Keep an eye out for those robes. Next one, so I have 2 that are very similar. They're these empire waist dresses with like the really high waistline. I love the design on this one. I like both of them, but this is definitely my favorite one because it's all yellow and floral and happy bohemian looking, kind of like a hippie dress. So the brand on this one is Phases. It's a size 1X, and it just is so cute and fun, and I like it a lot. And I'm gonna list that one for $39.99. And the next one, I have tried so hard to figure out what this brand is. And if you can figure out what it says, please let me know. All I could come up with was GGGFTLM, which I don't think that's what it is. But it's a very similar style, as you can see, empire waist as well. It's got the short sleeves, and then this is the full skirt, which is super fun. But yeah, I really like the style of both of them. They're very similar. Both have like a floral print, while this one's a little more abstract. So I'm gonna list that one for $39.99 as well. And it'd be cool if the same person wanted both of them because they're very similar and could be your signature style. So next up, I have 2 very cool Ralph Lauren pieces. And I've never found ones that were this nice. So this one is, it's a blue label and it's Ralph Lauren. You can't really tell, but this is like a velour kind of collar, which is really cool. They both have that. It's got, I think, a little bit of shoulder pad in there as well. So it's this really nice full button up, I want to say it's a jacket. It has elements of a blazer, but it's got too many buttons, I think, for that. But what's really cool about these is I didn't even think that they were vintage, but when I looked inside, they've got union tags. So they're both union made, which is really cool. This one is a size 6. The other one I don't think it had a size tag, but I would be shocked if they're not from the same person, so I assume it's also a size 6. Oh no, it's a size 10. So the next one, the button is super loose, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. But if you haven't heard, the purple label is kind of like the label to look for with Ralph Lauren, and this is the first time I've actually found a purple label, which was very exciting. And it's also vintage. It also has the union made tag, which was really cool. So this one is a more classic blazer. One of the buttons is loose. Let me see if I can kind of show you. Yeah, you can see it kind of wiggling around there. But otherwise, it's really in fantastic condition. One more piece. This one is Saks Fifth Avenue Folio Collection. It's this really nice cable knit, kind of turtleneck sweater. And there's the back, and it's got this fun little pocket in the front, so very vintagey looking. And that one, I'm gonna list for $34.99. And finally, last but not least, is a piece that I'm going to definitely try to clean because it has some weird marks on it, but I thought it was really cool. So the brand is Fashion Victim, which is a 90s vintage brand. And it seems like a lot of these pieces actually sell for pretty high, but I think it has more to do with what's on them. So I might do a little more research into this one, but it is a Hooters 100% natural tank top, which I thought was so fun and just a cute little design. It's like orange sparkly graphic for the lettering. But you can see, I mean, there's definitely some marks and stains on it, but they look to me like they're gonna wash right out. So that's what I'm hoping happens. And that is everything. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me and watching. So I'm gonna put up now at the end the total list price for everything that I'm listing. Keep in mind I started with, I want to say $56. So yeah, thank you guys for all your likes, subscribes, comments. I really do appreciate them. Keep them coming. Oh, if you want to kind of keep up with the things that I buy, the things that I list, what I'm up to in my vintage searching adventures, follow me on Instagram at WeirdGirlVintage. And other than that, have a wonderful day and live your best lives.